Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na, hey, goodbye. Guys, what up? This your boy T-Dub with Blazing the Sports. We are here live. We are back, slapping another hater in the face with a bologna sandwich. Well, guys, in this case, HBO slapped themselves in the face with a fried, hold the mustard, extra pickles, light mayo, bologna sandwich. Listen to this, guys. HBO says it is leaving the boxing business. After 45 years, more than 1,000 fights, and some of the most lucrative and controversial matches of all time, HBO is throwing in the towel on professional boxing. Guys, I have my own theory on what might at least led to that. I help contribute to that. And hopefully I can remember, because I am doing this live, even though you're going to get it pre-recorded. Because HBO decided to pull a sniper job and snipe your boy, so I can no longer go live, at least for a little while longer. All right. 45 years, guys. They're throwing in the towel. What happened? When did it happen? HBO was like the place to go to. That's where you went for a while. They were dominating Showtime and any other platform that were doing it. HBO they were the man. And then somewhere around five, 6, 7, they got too big of themselves, too ahead of themselves, and thought they could do anything they want. And they started taking blows and blows and blows, and Showtime punching them right in their mouth. And now they had enough, and they threw in the towel. All right. This is in quotations, guys. This is not a subjective decision. Nelson said in a recent interview, our audience research informs us that boxing is no longer a determining factor for subscribing to HBO. Let's cut right to it. Let me get, you know what? Here, let's do a little bit more. Because I got the file. I got the file right here. Matter of fact, while you're listening to this, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share, because sharing is also caring. All right, in August, ESPN completed a 7-year deal with Top Rank to present 54 boxing shows on its various outlets, including its ESPN Plus, its subscription-based streaming service, and Showtime, whose fights were once used as a feeder system by HBO, present 22 live boxing events in 2018. It says it has committed to a more robust schedule for 2019. All right. This is just me, man. For a while, the people that commentated for them and also the people that got in the ring were not being so nice to the winners. It's like the winners was made to feel bad immediately after just winning. Typically, a belt or a major belt, they were made to feel like shit. They was questioned. They was harassed. They highlight moment of the night was shot down as quickly as the interviewer got in there and pretty much almost picked arguments with these guys. And it really started for me, this is my opinion, is when they pissed off seemed to be loyal to me, Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather seemed to be very loyal. I don't care how much you hate this guy. He seemed loyal. For him to be pissed off to go to Showtime, even though Showtime would give him a lot of money, I believe one of the things that pissed him off is when someone said, you know who he is, if I was 50 years younger, I'd kick your ass. And Floyd, screamed back, you wouldn't do shit, which is fact. You were 50 years younger. If you was 50 years younger, you would have kicked Floyd ass. You would have been a top boxer yourself. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be, doing what you're doing now. They'd be talking about you in the Hall of Fame next to Ali and the greats. But when Floyd left and went to Showtime, that lost them millions and millions and millions of dollars, all right? Because Showtime got the Pacquiao fight, the Canelo fight, and all the the other bigger fights once Floyd decided to stop dealing with HBO. All right, because Floyd started dealing with Oscar De La Hoya, fighting all his fighters, and a lot of that was done on Showtime. So Showtime, HBO, probably felt they had a safety net, right? And I don't know what happened here because they still had Top Rank. And now Top Rank must have got fed up with a lot of BS. We don't know what happened. Could have been BS. Could have been Top Rank trying to bully around. I don't know. But the fact is, Top Rank is like, listen, they're happy with ESPN. They're promoting ESPN. And just like this article says, in August, ESPN completed a 7-year deal with Top Rank. So now you lost Floyd Mayweather and any kind of influence and power that he can pull. The Pacquiao fight, the McGregor fights, and the many other millions of dollars that he done made Showtime. That's why Showtime is so happy with him, right? And then you look at other fighters like right now that's very loyal to either Showtime or PBC, like Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, all of these guys, you're missing out on. So who do you have left? You pissed off Floyd. Top Rank said, fuck it, screw you, I'm going to go start fucking with ESPN. And Triple G and Canelo just fought for the second time, and they made pretty good money for you guys. And to me, that's why Roy Jones was probably trying to push for a third fight. See, Roy was trying to get one more fight. That's why I think it should be a third fight. It should be a third fight. You know what, Roy? You might be right. It might be a third fight. It might be. But it won't be on HBO. They're going to have to work something out with Showtime. They're going to have to work something out with ESPN. I doubt Canelo go to the PBC, but you never know. He could be a PBC event that's on Showtime. We don't know. Which I don't know, man, because it ain't going to be PBC because Oscar and Al Heyman probably still ain't that cool with each other. So we either have to do a separate deal with Showtime or go to ESPN or something like that. And with Al Heyman poor, Al Heyman might block that Showtime move. We don't know. But the fact is, HBO didn't throw in the towel. The towel was thrown in for HBO. They lost everything. They lost everything. It's like your house catching a fire and everything burned down. And the only thing left is ashes. And burnt shit. Which is ashes. They didn't have nobody. Canelo's gone. Triple G's gone. And I'm telling you right now, I can tell you right now who's really happy. The person who's really happy with this is Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is going to be trying to pick up those fighters. And I'm going to tell you who else. I'm going to tell you, listen, not Eddie Hearn, but I'm going to tell you right now who should be reaching out. I thought I saw something on here about the fighters too. Like, they fired almost everybody. I think they only kept one person. Let me see if I can find it real quick. The decline in viewership apparently for the past several years was the final straw for Nelson. The boxing was no longer a profitable investment for HBO. Yeah, because HBO pushed the wrong people. They pushed the wrong people. The people they should have had and should have promoted, they didn't. They tried to push the other people and said, see, they think a lot of the fans are just fucking sheep. We tell them something, they fucking do it. We tell them this is what you do, and we just gonna follow along and do it. But as they saying, by the declining of the viewership, they let you know people were slowly saying, no, this is not what I want. But all right, let me see, guys. I want to see if I can get to who's left. I know Roy Jones is fired. Max Kellerman is fired. They was keeping somebody. I thought I had it here. It may not have printed, but I'm looking, guys. Remember, this TW Plays on Sports. I lost my voice. Damn, I threw the towel on my voice. We are live. Do me a favor, subscribe and share and like, guys. And most important, subscribe. All right, road to 1,000. Let's get it. You know, man, guys, crazy. I thought I saw it in here. Maybe I don't think it printed, but they only kept one person. You know, HBO. Let's see. Okay, Jim Lampley has long been a staple of HBO boxing telecasts. He will remain with the network. Okay, Jim Lampley will remain, but there will no longer be any boxing on HBO. So Jim Lampley is probably going to venture off to do some other type of sports. But I believe outside of Jim Lampley, Merchant, Roy, Kellerman, they better start sending that application to the Zone right now. They better reach out to the Zone. They better reach out to Al Heyman, see if they can get something done with Showtime or Showtime themselves. Listen, guys, they better do something. But let me get to it. All right, what time is it? I don't know. All right, 9 minutes and 48 seconds. I'm going to get off the car. You know how I do it. I make my way back to the building, but you know what? That don't stop nothing. I'm about to keep going with it. So the decline, losing Floyd, all of that money. Another decline. And instead of promoting the American fighters, no matter what race, color, or gender, they didn't do a lot of times. Or they made the winner of them fights feel like shit. You know, when you make Floyd Mayweather feel like shit, and like I said, I think Floyd is a loyal guy to the people he's that do him right. And HBO had to do him mighty wrong for him to go that way. And also losing Top Rank. That was another huge one. They should have never lost Top Rank because Top Rank had their stable of fighters. And by Al Heyman doing his own thing with PBC, which is under, Showtime CBS, they don't have access to none of those fighters. They really shut the doors on themselves. And to be honest, outside of the broadcast that got fired, it should be a lot of main people that got fired. Because even though the broadcasters, was pretty much trying to paint the narratives and their unofficial scorecards were so fucking lopsided, you're like, what the fucking fight are you watching? To me, somebody was behind them and pushed them to do their agenda. Somebody pushed them to, hey, I want you to show a little bit more love to Triple G on this fight than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Or hey, if Floyd Mayweather beats Shane Mosley, I want you to jump in his face. Or Juan Manuel Marquez, I want you to jump in his face. And you pissed off the fighters. But the fighters didn't even want to fight for you no more. That probably was a determining factor for the fighters to no longer want to be on HBO and be somewhere else. So with that being said, HBO killed themselves. HBO picked up a fried bologna sandwich, sprinkled some rat poison on there, and ate that shit. So now, what happens now is that the fighters that was fighting on HBO, they're going to be recruited. I think DAZN right now, DAZN is probably blowing them all up. Once this came out, DAZN, Eddie Hearn is blowing them up, offering money, throwing the deals. A lot of them broadcasters are not going to be picked up. I don't know if Roy Jones is going to be picked up because DAZN, from what I read, already has Sugar Ray Leonard. So that kind of takes his spot. They may get Roy Jones. I don't know. Max Kellerman, they may pick him up. We don't know. He also has like a TV show, so we don't know. But either way, guys, your boy T-Dub. Let me go get out of here so I can focus on walking to this building and for these people not to hear me look like I'm talking to myself. T-Dub with Blazing Sports. We are here. We are here live.